Hello. Today I'm going to talk about something which keeps coming up as a priority for a lot of people, and that is not being able to speak your truth, not being able to confront somebody, to get those words out. Or maybe just having a conversation with somebody can be challenging. I want to just share a couple of quick techniques which will help you. And there are other ways, like we could use the Bach flower remedies, which will help you to break down those barriers that you've been holding on to. Maybe changing limiting beliefs, maybe there's a fear involved, and we could look at that individually for each person. But for the moment, I just want to share something with you, which is a nice, gentle, easy technique that you can use at any time. And I would say use it frequently if you find yourself blocking thoughts or words that you want to say. All right, so just for the moment, okay, think about what it is you want to say to somebody. And if you have time, take a little time out to write those thoughts down. Okay? Because it's good to remember what you're working with. Right? See things objectively in front of you, and you've got a record of progress that you're making as well. So just for the moment, I'd like you to just do a gentle exercise with me, where you just close your eyes, just gently go in on yourself for a moment and breathe into your heart chakra. So breathing into where your chest is, breathing in and letting go. I'm just going to calm down a little bit, just so that we can share this together. So breathing in and letting go. Just breathing in and letting go. Once again, just gently breathing in and letting go. So I just want to, just for a moment, you don't need to see my eyes, just for a moment, focus on your body, okay? And this time, instead of just breathing to here and breathing out, which is often what we call shallow breathing, and that can actually increase anxiety or stress, or the anticipation of, I want to do this, but I can't, because it starts producing chemicals which do not support what you want, it supports what you don't want. Okay, so on your next breath in, just breathe deeper, just breathe into here. And breathe into the back, so the back of your lungs here. So breathe in and letting go. I'm free to talk. I'm free to speak. And let those breaths go in and let them go out. And you can do for that for as much as you need to do, as many times. Just gently breathing in, further down, and letting go. Breathing deeper down. Right down into the bottom of your back, bottom of your tummy, and into that space. And let it go. And then do it really slowly and deliberately. So breathing in to count of 7, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. And breathing out to a count of 11. And don't worry if you can't make 11, just breathe out as much as you can. So exhaling to 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, or wherever that breath will take you. And you intermittently breathe to deep, to more shallow, but ultimately it's about breathing deep. But go with a rhythm that feels comfortable to you. I'll come back into my chair, and when you breathe deeper, it takes longer for the oxygen to flow down and fly back to your head. And it creates a calmer effect the slower it is. It encourages your brain to produce the chemicals that keeps you in harmony, at peace, feeling courageous, and in a place of love. And this all starts with your intention to go to a calmer, more peaceful place. Now, for some of you, you may have had things in the past that you've not been able to express, coming back to what we were talking about today. Okay, and these feelings often sit on what we call the higher heart. So it blocks between your heart chakra and your throat. It becomes very much up in here, and down here, right down in your tummy, you could have been accumulating lots of feelings: anger, frustration, resentment, feeling like life isn't fair, feeling not safe, feeling afraid. And it's often because we've not spoke about how we feel from the heart. We've let it mull over and over and over in our heads and suppressed it inside your body, somewhere in those chakras. Okay? So, nice gentle technique to override this. Breathing gently in, wherever you feel comfortable, and letting go. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. And you do that as frequent as you need to do. If you want, you could contact me and we'll make your own private little individual breathing exercise technique. Okay? Because each of you are on a different journey and each of you will have different things to overcome. So you might need a slightly different technique or method of working. And that's okay, because you are unique. Now, what we're going to do is focus on releasing this stuff that you've been held in here. Now, here we talk about the higher heart. And this space here, often referred to as where the thymus gland is, which is responsible for your well-being, your ups and down energy, often your mood swings. It's also, when you're tapping around here, focusing on this part here, we're releasing energy to flow into your immune system. So around the collarbone or around here. And we're saying, I'm letting this go now. Tapping, tapping, tapping gently with your fingers. Letting go. And just gently let it go. And you're setting that intention that I'm letting go. And sometimes you might get a bit of a shiver go through your body. You might feel like you want to yawn. Oh, let it out, let it out. There's always a let out. You might feel a bit emotional. You might want to cry. You might have like a particularly foggy throat coming up the next day or so. It's all because you're releasing stuff that's been blocked in your body. You might have memories or thoughts come in of things that have happened. Take a little time to jot them down, because these are all milestones and stepping stones on your healing journey. So come back to here, tapping. Now on this next breath in, I want you to breathe into wherever you're comfortable. So breathing gently in. And on the breath out, you're going to, so you've got to make a noise. Whatever noise comes, it's a sigh or a little bit louder, or as you go deeper in, it might be a ah, and you carry that noise out until it's exhausted itself. So I've got to do just as quiet, a gentle one at the moment, just so I don't frighten you off. Okay. Say, for example, there's some repressed anger there. And suddenly you feel this funny feeling in your tummy, so you've got to breathe into your tummy and Get it out of your system. Shake it out, let it go. Tap out. Do you want to do it again? So breathing down into your tummy or wherever you feel like you're holding this discomfort. Get it out. Shake it out. Voice it out. Now, your sound, what you need to voice, will sound different. It could be a loud ah, or it could be a ah, or it could be a ah. And it doesn't matter. This is your voice, which has been trapped and needs to be released. So you keep tapping. And you keep releasing. So as I'm doing this, I can feel like a pain back here in my shoulder, just above where my rib, bottom of my rib cage, above where my waist is. So I don't know what I'm holding back there. Maybe something from the past, like myself. Don't know. So I've got to breathe into it. And let it go. Shake it out and let it go. Breathe back into it. Just make sure. Shifted it. And shake it off. And let any of that stress, pain move from my body. Shake it off. Get back in touch with that chi in your body. Right, maybe just rubbing your fingernails together, building up that energy of anything that you've released, and let it go. Just feel that tingling sensation flowing down through your hands, out into the ground, and let it go. And you come back to that place and you keep doing it until you feel like you've exhausted everything that you need to release for today. And then you come back to it later in the day. Or you leave it for a while and you come back to it when you feel a build-up of something that you want to talk about, but you can't express it. Okay, so until the next session, between now and then, take a little time to write down different things, different people that you would like to say things to. Write the message alongside that as if you're writing them a letter. And this is what I want to share with you. This is what I need to say. And you're speaking from the heart now, not from here, and not from frustration down below, not from fear, not from a place of inferiority. You're saying it, excuse me, from a place of something's coming up, something, I can feel it. Something which needs to be expressed. Put it on paper. Maybe visualize you're talking to that person. Maybe grab a nice crystal. And I've got turquoise here today. And hold it over your heart. You should think about that person and talking that message out, not necessarily to them at the moment, but up through their higher self. And that message is getting delivered. On some level, it's releasing from you and across to them. And you visualize you're saying that conversation. Close your eyes, go into your heart center, full of love. Think of that person, send the message up to your higher self, across to their higher self, and it filters down. That's just a nice, gentle way of letting go, releasing those feelings from yourself, and come back to a place where you feel like you've been heard. And if this is something that does need to be said to somebody, need to do it face to face, maybe ask your higher self, when can I say this? Please give me the time and opportunity to say this. Because remember, you're not downloading, you're not saying to someone, this is bad. This is just how it's made you feel. Maybe it's just a small conversation you want to have with someone. Visualize it and let it be. Perfect time will come for you to talk. Think about that conversation you'd like to have. Write the thoughts down. And if there's any more that needs to be released, tap on it. Let it go. Let it go. When you're using your fingers, you're igniting energies flow through your meridian, up through your body to your brain. Whether you're holding something in your hand, same thing. You're tactfully touching, not sure if that's the right word, something which is triggering the meridians to flow in your body. When you're tapping on here, you're releasing. When you're voicing it out, you're saying, I need to be heard. I am ready to be heard now. I'm excited. I joyfully speak my truth now. I joyfully speak from the heart. I'm free to express what I need to say. These words are flowing freely from me with love. Everyone hears what I need to say. Everyone is open and receptive to what I need to say today. Shake it out. Yep. Get those knuckles, get those fingers, get that energy chi flowing, and let it go. Take a little time to stand up, shake it out, ground yourself down. See those roots gone into the ground. We'll go for a little walk and praise yourself. Well done. Well done for taking this step. This is a valuable step in you learning to speak from the heart, express how you feel, release, and share. Absolutely priceless, and you can do it. All right. Any questions, please give me a call. Get in touch with Dawn Crystal at dawncrystal62@gmail.com. That's Crystal, CHRYSTAL. Go to my website, dawncrystal.com. I'll put a link underneath and then you can contact me. Remember, together, we can share that problem and give you some techniques. And if this has come up ready now for you to explore, this is because this is the perfect time for you to see things more clearly, to talk about how you feel, and to feel safe talking that through. You take care and look forward to seeing you very, very soon. Thank you. Let's just close it down. And just before I go, well done you. Absolutely well done.